Hi there, my name is Amanda Ehlert, and I'm guest hosting for Jim Connell on the Craftsman Cafe. Today I'm here with John Zebell, the owner of School of Rock in Libertyville. John, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi, thank you so much, Amanda, for having me. It's great talking to you.
Of course, yeah. So, just for the people back home, can you kind of give an update on where School of Rock in Libertyville is with adjusting during this coronavirus pandemic?
Well, we have safety first always in our mantra and in how we operate the business. So everything is about the safety of the kids and the institution and our instructors. So we were very cautious when this thing started to come out that there was a virus and a pandemic was sort of brewing out there. All along, we're hating the whole thing. We don't like, I mean,
Agreed.
because there's
Yeah,
nothing to like about it, right,
right,
Amanda?
right.
So we've been tortured by it immensely. We are a music community. We're very tight knit. We have, all our musicians and our kids that they formed all these relationships through the school, and a lot of that is gone remote. But it's been pretty trying. But we put safety very seriously. We always had like sanitizer in every lesson room and in the rehearsal
Okay.
rooms and so on.
Mhm.
But and then when it started to kind of be like it's out there, we were wiping down everything and we were getting pretty neurotic and OCD about it.
Yeah.
But then it just became apparent we had to close. So we do everything remote now.
Yeah, so speaking of that, obviously reading on your website, you guys have a lot of different types of programming for people of all ages and all skill levels. Do you want to talk a bit about the remote programming that you guys are offering right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, it became a big challenge for us. How are we going to do this?
Mhm.
And music learning is something that continuity matters a lot.
Mhm.
Once you start getting into it, you want to stay into it. And there are the resources, out there, but we think we're pretty good and we love our instructors and our kids love our instructors. So we don't want to
Yeah.
break that. So we kept our instruction going, and that didn't turn out to be as hard as imagined. The School of Rock franchise organized us with Zoom Zoom rooms and some protocols and ways to do it that kept everybody, the privacy there. And
Right.
instructors let people into these meetings, or there's no access to them. There's no codes out
Mhm.
there other than the kid would have it. So it's it worked out great on the lesson front. We're known for our rehearsals of groups that learn that we have a Led Zeppelin show or a Queen show, and right now we were working on some pretty good women of rock, the Eagles, a Hendrix show, and so
Cool.
those are really great fun for kids to learn the music and play it together. And then we
Mhm.
had to kind of cancel the in-person rehearsals, and now we've evolved it to where we're recording the kids in our rehearsals, and we're putting together videos of them playing their songs together,
Oh, that's
and
so cool.
it's working out. And
Yeah.
we're in the process. It's not all easy, but it's working out. And then to keep the value there, we created a masterclass series where our instructors, most of them are like, could be, it's not misadvertising to say all of them, but almost all of them are like college music educated. So they
Wow.
have degrees or are close to degrees in music. And so they can really teach master classes. So we threw them on there into our Zoom library for kids and members of the school to go to learn about, what chords are made, songwriting,
Wow.
different subjects. And we were doing 6 a week, and they're attended as you'd expect, not massively, but just enough
Mhm.
for kids to keep things going. And then the School of Rock managed to get us together to create an artist sessions where they're connected. The School of Rock is connected to music business. And so we had players from, like Alice Cooper's band and Kiss, and not the original Kiss band, but some of the studio musicians and
Mhm.
big name band kind of active musicians give these Q&As, like Steve Vai would be in a room, on a Zoom room. We invite the school to it, and they'd get to
Yeah,
hear, a rock star talk about the rock business for,
that's so cool.
and we're doing 3 of those a week, 3 or 4 a week. And so we're trying
Mm,
to add value here and there. We're going to probably kick off an open mic thing where we'll broadcast an open, we'll have a Zoom room where people play
yeah.
their instrument, and
Oh,
everyone
that's
will
such a cool
go.
idea.
It's a great idea. It wasn't
Yeah.
mine, but there are great ideas out there, and the music community is very creative. And
Hmm.
so we've sort of evolved with it. We are itching to get back, though, Amanda. I'm not going to lie to you. I miss the people. I miss being going to work where there's rock music being played. I'm not going to lie to you. It's
Yeah.
way better happening as it is. But we've gotten great support from our families
Yeah.
and from the parents and the kids themselves. So we're calling ourselves blessed. Period.
Yeah. Wow, thank you. That is a really impressive way to adjust. It sounds like even the virtual classes are going to be very close to as inspirational, moving, fun for the kids as they would be in person. So that's really great to see that there's so many options for kids and adults of all ages online.
Yeah, they are, and it's engaging, in a different way.
Mhm.
So we're happy with the technology, but I'm not going to kid you too. Technology makes you crazy as well,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're getting along quite well with that,
Mhm.
and we've been blessed.
Yeah. I mean, it's the technology part. You learn as you go, kind of thing. I think the most important part is you just don't stop. You keep trying to find new ways to incorporate your customers and to connect people. And it sounds like you guys are doing a great job.
We've
So
never
kudos
been
on that.
perfect, and the School of Rock has never been perfect, and
Yeah.
so it's rock music. It's never
Mhm.
perfect. It just it flows with it, and it
Yeah.
tries very hard, and the kids like it, and the instructors have been great too. But I got to tell you, most of our instructors, their second job is a restaurant job, and those are all
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Their second jobs are in jeopardy quite a bit out there in the hospitality business. So they're relying on us a little bit, and we are fortunate enough to have qualified for an SBA payroll protection loan that's
Mhm.
helping us make sure, even though our business is down, it's helping us keep our employees, their cash flow, at least from us, which is never
Yeah.
great. I mean, it's never wildly great, but we've been blessed in that regard too. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Which is very important. Yeah. Thank you for sharing
Yep.
that. So is the best way for people to find these classes online on the website and sign up for them that way?
Yeah, I mean, or, email us at libertyville@schoolofrock.com, or go to, libertyville.schoolofrock.com, I think it is, the website. You can search us
Yeah.
out and find us. And we used to get a ton of leads and a lot of interest in the school. And now I think the community is really sort of reeling from this thing, but
Yeah.
usually we give a free lesson. We bring the kid in, we get them into the school. We're in a house. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an old house on Park Avenue. And it's just such a cool place.
It is a
And
cool place.
people love coming there, and they love checking it out and being a part of it. And so we don't have that ability to help get kids engaged in it, but we're praying with the rest of the community this ends soon.
Yes.
So
Agreed.
find out about us
Agreed.
online.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue with your questions.
The next one I was gonna ask is how can the community support School of Rock right now? It sounds like remote programming might be a great way to do that. Is there anything else that the community
We
can do
take
for you
on
guys?
students. My biggest worry, seriously, is the venues in the restaurants that we've been working with, the Mickey Finn's, the Sundance Saloon, the
Mhm.
Austin's Fuel Room, those kind of people, Sharky's in Round Lake, Long Grove Inn, the Village Inn in Long Grove, the places we played a lot at with our bands. I'm worried about them. making
Yeah.
it through this more than I'm worried about us. I think when this comes back, I mean, we're not having Libertyville days this summer.
No.
You know, what I'd like is for people who have venues or restaurants out there, call us at the school or get in touch with us about some kind of blowouts when this thing ends.
Yeah.
Because it's going to want to have a blowout. We're going to want to get our bands playing, our kids out there rocking. People love to see them. We bring an entourage. Everybody brings their family and friends. So there's always like, when our house band plays, there's always at least 30 people there. So it's kind of fun. And, you know, but I'd say support the restaurants in the community as best you can. You know, if you're going to order out, you know, order from an independent restaurant, and try and keep Main Street going. And then even the Mundeleins, we get students from Mundelein, Lincolnshire, Vernon Hills, you know, a lot of communities, Antioch, and that. Just be local, buy local, support those local businesses, because that means a lot to us that our venues are viable through this. I have no idea how much suffering they're having. It's got to be way worse than us, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's crazy, and I can't really imagine how that works. But I think you have a great message there, which community needs to stick together, help other communities nearby, and we'll get through it together. It's just, you got to weather the storm, right? And I know how fun those venues are. My sister was in School of Rock. That venue was so fun, watching the kids play, and they're so into it and excited, and all the family and friends are excited to watch. So I'm looking forward to that in the future, and I hope we can get back to that level of normalcy sooner rather than later, right?
Me too. Write your congressman, write your, well, there actually is a movement out there, and I wish I had that. There's a movement out there to support music venues through a grant program. And Reggie's is a bar we play in Chicago every once in a while. The School of Rock's been down there. We played with the Chicago School of Rock at Reggie's. It's like near south side of Chicago. It's not south side of Chicago. It's, you know, South Loop. And they turned me on to this movement that is to write or contact your congressman about grants or funding for music and performing arts venues for the government to give them some kind of breaks, because they're shut down. And anyway, please think of the other guy, you know, and hopefully we can all make it through this together. Thanks for your time, Amanda.
Kudos. Of course. Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our people watching back home?
Yeah. I want to say that Libertyville is one of the greatest towns in I've ever been in. I'm so happy to be a part of that. You know, I'm not a Libertyville native, and there is a Libertyville local scene where the kids who know each other grew up together. But everything I've ever experienced out there has been fantastic, and I love it. And so thank you to all the Libertyville people and the high schools. Libertyville High School is great, Carmel High School, Mundelein. It's just such a great community of people. I'm so happy and proud to have anything to do with it. So I'm lucky too, in that regard. So
thank you so much, John. Appreciate that. Thank you for your time and for your support. And everybody go check out School of Rock in Libertyville. They do great work. Lots of fun stuff. And stay safe. Thank you so much, John.
Take care,
have
Amanda.
A good one. You too. Bye-bye.